Stop jading your marriage to death. The secret communication trap that is killing your relationship. Hi, I'm Dr. Jeannie Bertoli, the couples expert, and I want to tell you this morning about a secret or an archetypal way to talk about something that is almost certainly happening in your relationship when there are miscommunications and some kind of missing each other. And that is jading. JADE stands for justify, argue, defend, or explain. This comes from both angles. So, one angle is the person who may over explain, over justify, because they perceive that the person receiving the information will not be receptive. So, they wind up giving all this extra context in hopes that the other person will receive it well and be okay with it. More commonly, and the way I tend to deal with it in my work, is that one partner brings up an issue and the other person does one of these four things: justifies, argues, defends, or explains their behavior, rather than other things, other better solutions I will give you in a moment. So let me give you some examples. So you go to your partner, somebody goes to their partner, Sue goes to Tim and says, "Hey, I'd like to talk to you about your socks being all over the floor every night." And he's like, "Well, that's just because I was in a rush last night." Or, "That's just because I'm tired when I get home." Or, "I don't do that. What are you talking about?" Or, "We're both messy. You know that." So none of these things is going to either bring you closer as a couple or solve the issue. One or both may be your goal, but neither one of them is going to be met because JADE's in the way and because, frankly, nobody has these skills. So now that you know about JADE, we can find solutions. So again, justify, argue, defend, explain. So the answer, the antidote to this is to listen, most importantly, and to just listen and summarize. So my socks on the floor are really a problem for you. Yes, they really are. And so I'm doing what's called a door opener, a conversation opener, rather than a conversation closer. As you can see, JADE, all of the JADEs, justify, argue, defend, explain, all close that conversation down. If I'm talking and I'm bringing an issue to you to try to solve it and bring us closer together, and your response is to do one of the JADEs, then I'm not going to feel encouraged. I'm going to feel hopeless. I'm going to feel like, well, what am I supposed to do now? And I'm not going to have many options. So the answer is to really listen. Coming to you with an issue, if you say, "Hey, so that's really a problem for you?" Yes, it really is. "Okay, so I didn't notice it. I didn't even know this was an issue." "Well, I've told you several other times." "Okay, so I hear you saying you've told me several other times. However, it didn't really register with me. So, do you want to solve this?" So you can see that if one is feeling kind of put into a corner, that you can always bring up the question, would you like to solve this? How would you like, not even how would you like to solve it, would you like to solve this together? So that brings us into a collaborative discussion. Yes, I really would like to solve this. Okay, great. So for me, the socks aren't an issue. And for you, they are an issue. And I'm not going to be perfect. I can be more conscientious, but I'm not going to be perfect. So did you have anything in mind in terms of solving this besides just telling me I needed to do it? Do you have any other solutions in mind? So you can see I'm in conversation, I'm in engagement, and we're in problem solving. So there are opportunities for creative solutions. It could be maybe we make a list of things that need to be done before we go to bed. Maybe I set a reminder on my phone. There are various solutions. The key is we need to be on the same page as to what the issue is and that we're trying to solve it. And then we can solve it together. Always what will be in the way at the onset is JADE, because that ends the conversation. or it escalates the conversation. That is the other option. It could escalate. So if I say, hey, you're doing this, and you're like, no, I don't. So I'm either going to escalate or I'm going to disconnect. Neither one of which is going to help us solve the issue or feel closer as a couple, which is always my goal, is to encourage you and help you feel that connection and feel that ease. I really do believe that the more you have these small skills and put them into practice and habituate them and really make them a part of your life, that the easier your relationship will be and the more you can truly connect, because you feel collaborative and you feel like you're on the same team and you can deal with even very difficult issues. So, down below, there is a worksheet that summarizes all of this and shows you how you can apply it in your relationship. So you can go in the description and click that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.